I'm just going to go full screen here on this thing. This is an HD, so I don't know. YouTube claims this is what I'm supposed to upload. But yeah, this is the account I started abusing. I guess I didn't write a script good enough for that spike in the dollar Canadian. I guess I might have overtraded that into the 50 pip bounce off of this. Got this double top on the 2-period EMA, and then you got this nice, kind of just ridiculous, ridiculous, stupid bounce off that. Let me zoom in here. Now that I'm in HD here, I can get a little more breath on here. But look at this double top at the 50 handle. I mean, what's going on? Like, it's so stupid. But I think 50 pips is the ultimate, because 50 pips is $5 in a 1K. If you can't risk $5 in a 1K plus commission and spread, then you're screwed. Now you go trade a nano account and literally risk $1. I mean, you can put 100 pip stops on a $100 position. So if you put a 50 pip stop, you're 50 cents per ticket. But the question's always going to be, would you waste your time placing an order for 50 cents? No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, okay, Dow Jones is going to open here. Actually, I've done it just for kicks, but you get tendinitis on your mouse. Okay, so now here comes the, I'm just going to pause it here and come back to the, I'll take a look around. I'm only trading three pairs here, so let's see if I can. Now this is the euro on a 4-hour chart. So it's euro 4-hour coming into the. Now they got the explosion out of this channel that was forming down here. We filled this hole, took out the breakout traders. They got filled here and put their stop here. They're still in. They're still in nicely. Because what they did is they say they put a stop above this major resistance here, and then after they got filled, they threw a stop in about it was like 50 pips down, maybe. I guess they could have put their stop, tightened it right up here. So we know where all these people have their stops, and they made 100 pips clean off this. If they got in here before the triangle broke out, you really want to get in before the breakout. So this accumulation phase is really when you want to be accumulating. I think you could trade one ticket on this stop. There's one strategy there, but you have to have 3 strategies, I think. Stop entry, buy at the market. If you buy at the market here, you can run a tighter stop. If you buy at the wick, you can run a really tight stop. You can run a wide stop, and if you look at back here from the very lowest low, this spike, below there, your stop's really going to be about 50 pips. I mean, you're never going to get stopped out. If you're right about that trade, you're not going to get stopped out. Okay, so I'm trying to scalp into this thing. So I'm looking for it to spike up into this resistance area, and so I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, you got news coming out of here. Existing home sales in 30 seconds. And look at gold. Gold's about ready to break out, make a new high. Gold's at 12.59. Okay, 19 seconds. Look at Dow Jones. It's Dow Jones over here, futures. March contract. Look at this. Look at that. Just ridiculous. Okay, 5 seconds to new home sales. Or existing home sales. Whatever the difference is. Who knows with these people, right? Okay, news is out. But boy, that's a nice ooh, there goes gold. I think it's breaking out. Time to buy. Let's chase it. Throw a trend line on that. Interesting. Okay, anyways, go back to my demo account here. I think I'm probably getting filled here on something. I put a bunch of orders in here. Now this was the I added the $yen here because of the sell-off here, 50 pips. So I put in orders down another 50 pips to capture a possible slam down there. And this, I would buy the $Canadian if it goes down another 50 pips. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here, so I'm going to delete all this stuff. It's pretty easy to reconstruct this. Let's see, I gotta get my system back up here. It seemed to really wreak havoc with it. Okay, so now you can see where my orders are at. Now, I think some of these deleted so I can put in some buys here. Some of these expired, I hope. Kind of overfilled this broker. Looks like 150 tickets or 150 orders is all you can put on this broker. But I still want to sell this up here, up in this resistance zone. I have quite a bit of orders stacked up here, but they only last for 15 minutes. So, okay, so the new home sales is out, and let's take a look at that gold thing again. Pretty wacky. Look at that, nice sell up in there, though, huh? Got this thing called Forex Partner, but it keeps on deleting. Kind of neat. It actually deletes the trend line when it gets an update. So this trend line will disappear when they refresh the news coming out of Forex Factory here. It's kind of funny. Self-deleting trend line, but yeah, 1262. You know, if you were along from what's the rock bottom on that? Let's see. I think the idea here was to place your order right here. 1187. What is that, like 80 bucks an ounce? Okay. Well, I'm gonna I had to pause this again. Get back to the proper screen here. Okay. Please hold. Actually, it's been quite a few hours since. God, I don't even know when the last time I think I started this thing around 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's been about 8 hours here. And the $Canadian's been bouncing off this 50 pip handle, so it's been ricocheting around here. I just threw in some orders here to get captured. These orders last for 4 hours. I'm looking to get filled if it spikes down. Probably not going to happen, but I've been kind of selling into this euro dollars as it's coming up against the 137. So that was a huge explosion out of that. And this here, the yen fell into a hole and it bounced off the even handle, fell through the 50. But yeah, I'll go to 4 hour here. Take a look at this nonsense here. So yeah, it's a range trade, I guess, from this standpoint. 4 hour, it's ranging, right? But yeah, just trying to keep things pretty simple here. British pound. Just want to keep it simple. You know, with this $Canadian. That's the 4 hour. Looks a little different, but up and down, up and down, up and down. Just double tap there, and then here's the euro dollar 1 hour. Here's euro dollar 4 hour. Quite a brilliant move out of that. Very nice, clean. So I'm gonna go to the draw my channel back on here. Okay, I should be able to draw this stuff pretty fast. If you can't draw it fast, you're probably just making it up. It's just not really existing. You know, you don't want to force anything. If you have a system, you certainly don't want to force it because some of this stuff just doesn't line up. But This looks like a pretty convincing price level here. This is the 4-hour. Yeah, so that thing really came slamming back. Now that's a classic move in Forex. This stuff happens over and over again. If you look back here where it comes down, looks like it's gonna just keep going. But then look at rips north. Look at that move. It's crazy, huh? Look at that spike. Okay, still coming up to my sell zone here. We're kind of drifting up into here. Amazingly, I haven't blown the empty count, but I'm really just not. I don't want to take any profits here on this dollar yen here. I'm still expecting this to retrace up into this. If I go to the 1 hour, expecting it to close this this 50 pip bounce here. This 50 pip bounce looks doable to me. Okay, so that's that. This is the 1 hour. British pound, drifting up. Throw some sells on that. And then take a look at this euro here. Yeah, euro's still screaming north. Still going up. Okay. Well, I'll just pause it. Come back. Let's try to do a full view here. See if I can't get these guys arranged on here. It's kind of a mess since I put this FX junction bridge on here. It's kind of a big stupid mess. So I'm going to arrange these vertically, and then I got to hide the FX bridge guy. Rearrange vertically. Okay. So yeah, this is the 1 hour. Like everybody's on the 1 hour. And then this was the, if I zoom out, get a view of that. But just going for 50 pips. This looks like it's going to cave into here. But I already sold and bought and sold that on these 50 pip things, and so now this could come slamming back to there. It'd be nice. But yeah, market was pretty violent, pretty fast there. That big pent-up demand there on the euro finally played out to the upside there. That's how that usually goes. That's how the markets are. Okay, this thing's retracing on the... Getting 50 pips here. Almost ready to cash out at the 50 pip line. This one's only 25 pips done on the euro. Dollar Canadian's caught in a 50 pip trap here. So, I don't know what's going to go on here. I actually do. I don't want to tell anybody because then, you know, then everybody would jump in the trade and ruin the market for me. See? So I can't say. What I can say is that it's really the most boring thing in the world. Except this here. This was fun when I was slamming 20 pips off of that this morning. That was just... Oof. But I'm trying to layer these orders a little bit more, not so tightly laid in here. No, these are all 1Ks on this. So this demo at FX Junction, this thing's running. Let's see if I can bring up my stats here. Okay, this is like everybody's trades going on here at this site. But here, let's take a look at. It's all about me and my really bad performance. It was a little rough though. I was trading against the market here. I was pretty much counter trading all day here with timed entry scripts. So let's see how good I did. If I'm ready to retire. Yeah, those slight bounce. This is what I call wave. This is wave 1, 2, and 3. I'm expecting to make it to 0 next 20 minutes. But mostly Euro CAD here on all this drama. But yeah, it's definitely a struggle.